I've been so embarrassed to say this, but somebody said it was the age of disclosure and that more people should disclose about how they're doing financially as Americans. So let's just be honest. I work 40 hours a week. I can't afford an apartment. I physically can't afford an apartment. On paper, I can afford it, but after taxes and everything, it would be a strain. But I also can't afford to live in hotel rooms because hotel rooms have gotten way more expensive and they're about the same price as a high dollar apartment. So I've been trying to do that. I am like $30,000 to $40,000 in financial student loan debt because I was trying to get my bachelor's degree to fix my life. Unfortunately, the government decided that a psychology degree wasn't worth it. And so my grant was taken and I don't qualify for student loans anymore because they say that my income to whatever ratio far outweighs how much it would cost to pay back my student loans. So I'm stuck in a dead end job trying to make it happen. I can't qualify to get an apartment because my credit is bad from when I had a mental breakdown and I quit my job and I had to use my credit cards in order to pay for everything. Then I'm homeless. I am living in hotel rooms or living in my car sometimes if I can't afford a hotel room because I'm trying to pay back all of the stuff on my credit for an apartment that won't even put any of the payments that I make onto my credit. So they use credit as a way in order to qualify you, but they don't actually put any of your payments for you paying your apartment on your credit. It's bad in America. Like, it's very bad in America. I'm blessed to have the job that I have, but I can't physically afford anything. I have been trying my hardest to try to, budget my way out, try to pay back things so that I can afford an apartment. In the meantime, I can barely afford food. I can barely afford to put a tank of gas in there. I used the last of my money to put some gas into my car because we're expecting some bad weather and I want to be able to at least get somewhere in case it happens. Gas is at like almost $4.50 a gallon. I am struggling so bad. I don't even know how I'm doing this. I'm trying my best to be enthusiastic and to be happy, but I am crying on a regular basis and I feel like I'm drowning. And I don't want to say anything to anybody because I don't want to lose my job because they're firing people for being homeless. So I don't even want to tell them that anything. I've just been holding so many things inside that I can't take this anymore. Like, I just really wanted to say something to somebody because it hurts. It literally manifesting as actual physical pain, how much stress I have no family. My family doesn't give a fuck about me and hasn't for a long time. I was going through the worst time of my life and they just basically told me to get through that shit. I had 2 mental breakdowns back to back, lost my job, lost my benefits, lost my apartment, lost my dog, lost my best friend, lost everything. And nobody gave one singular fuck. And I've been doing all of this shit alone with very, very, very minimum help. Apparently I make too much money to be able to benefit from any of the programs, but I don't make enough money to be able to afford anything. Like, I am eating once a day, if that, in order there. I still go to the gym because it's the only place I can go to charge my phone and to be somewhere without somebody trying to call the cops on me, which has happened a couple of times, just simply sitting in a parking lot because I didn't have nowhere to go. It's been rough the last couple of months. All I want to do is get my own apartment so that I can feel safe, but that looks like that's not even going to be a possibility anytime soon. And now 2 of the credit cards that I have are actively suing me in court. And so I tried my best to put in some payments in order to stop them from suing me. And the payments are taking pretty much my entire check. So that's what's going on with me. It feels actually good to say all this out loud. It's kind of embarrassing to tell a bunch of strangers, to be perfectly honest, but honestly, it just feels good to get it off my chest.